Well, remember to go budgerin, wouldn't you? You're going to Awabakal Ngurua. Hello friend, good to see you. Today I'm on Awabakal country. Down here at All Care Tyres at Doyleson. And today I'm finally about to get a new set of tyres. See, the Jtrax that I've been running on the car for years have actually been really good. But when I first got them, I didn't want them. I wanted the Hankook AT2s. And well, now I need to replace a couple on the pads anyway, so I'm getting a set of AT2s. I'll give you a quick look at them. I believe these are the ones that are going on the car. So, the reason I wanted them in the first place, decent side biters, good lumpy tread. Should be considerably better, hopefully. And it happens to work out at the moment that they're cheaper than the Jtrax I've been running from Bob Jane anyway. Yeah, you can kind of see here why I'm in need of new tyres. Fronts have still been pretty good, so they're going on some trailer rims for me. But yeah, they're pretty well ratchet. But yeah, that's what they said to me is,
it looks like a Bridgestone pattern.
Yeah, apparently they're the last model Dualer. So yeah, it's Bob Jane came around, so we can't get the Hankook bit. You want to take the Jtrax a little bit cheaper.
We'll wash them up later. That's just falling apart.
That's why we do that.
There you go, that's looking a bit nicer. A bit more traction than what was on there. I opted for the white out just for a little bit of style points. So yeah, now let's see how these go, and I'll catch back with you guys in a couple of months after I've actually given them a decent run and can tell you how they've handled. Alrighty, so we're up here at the moment in Wyong State Forest, part of the Wattigan Mountains, and I'm going to give the new tyres a bit of a test. It's the end of January, I think it's 29th or something like that, 28th. So as you can see, I've got me and Nathan. Not going to go do any crazy, just the same sort of stuff I normally do. Get a bit of a feel for what the new Hankook tyres feel like compared to the old Jtrax tyres. Obviously I can't film on tarmac all the time. Tarmac, they've felt quite good. They do feel a little bit slippy in the wet weather. On tarmac, I have noticed that they do sort of spin a little bit. But yeah, they seem to handle really well. They're nice and quiet so far on tarmac and everything. That's doing trips to Sydney and back as well. So now we'll give them a run off-road and see how they perform out here. First thing I've noticed upon airing down, I've gone down to 25 PSI. And I've noticed they don't seem to quite balloon as much, so I'm guessing that means the sidewall is going to be a lot thicker than what the other ones were. Therefore, maybe I'll be better off doing 20 PSI instead of 25. But again, for the same reasons, that's what I've always run the Jtrax on, so that's what I want to do a comparison on. It's been a while, but I have done this before. Nathan and I actually did this a while back. So this will be our first obstacles going up here. Actually looks like it's washed out a lot more. So it should be a little bit more interesting going up. So we'll see how this one goes. Well, here's one spot to clean up for Clean Up Australia Day, because this is one of the areas they're targeting. No wonder they've blocked it off. Look at this shit, would you? Absolute pigs. Yeah, a couple of number plates there, yeah. Well, I'm heading back down now to film Nathan coming up, but that handled a lot better than I thought it would, that's for sure. Yeah, it did really well coming up. There was one spot I had to stop, just roll back a little bit and give it a bump, but otherwise, yeah, it did really well. Last time I did this, I was on the Jtrax and I drove up it easy, but I actually stayed to that right-hand side, or left-hand side, sorry, right as you're going up. This time around, I actually deliberately hit the deeper ruts and things like that to give it more of a test. And yeah, other than that little bump, everything handled beautifully. So it did really well, very impressed with it. All right, now let's watch Nathan coming up here, see how he goes, because he's only got highway terrains on, but he's going the easier route. Step on one side and not the other. Okay, so Nathan did that pretty easy. It's pretty much the same route I took last time around, which obviously is quite a bit easier. With the highway terrains, he still did fine with it. But yeah, definitely on the harder side. I think the oil trains made the world of difference there. So one thing I can definitely say here, just cruising on the dirt, I'm in 4H, 25 PSI like I always run. And I have to say, it's actually handling really nicely here. It seems to be smoother than what the other ones were, which is good, even though the same pressure and they seem to have a heavier sidewall. They actually do feel a little bit smoother. So yeah, that's a bonus. And the section we're running through now has not long ago been graded, but they've put a whole heap of friggin' gravel down. And last time I drove with this with the Jtrax on, it actually felt quite slippery. Yeah, the gravel just seemed to want to make this car a bit skatey. Even on straight sections, it just seemed to want to get skatey. I'm not feeling that now, which is, yeah, could be because of the bold tyres on the from previously, but yeah, so far really good, really happy. Well, the rain started and I'm happy with the footage I've got. So look, overall impressions of these tyres, they've handled really nicely. On the harder pack gravel that we were first on, floated absolutely beautifully, like a balloon across the top of them. When we hit the corrugations up in the top section here on Awabakal Forest Road coming into the main campgrounds, there's a lot more corrugations there. It is area for forestry, logging trucks and things like that. It did get a bit harder there, a little bit rougher, but that's typical. It's always a rougher ride. Compared to the Jtrax, I'd say it was still pretty good. And yeah, you've seen the couple of ruts and little sections that I've done, lifting wheels and whatnot, and I think it's handled those really well too. So for the price I paid, considering they were actually cheaper than the Jtrax, I got these for, from memory, $260 a piece. The Jtrax were $288 a piece. So yeah, for the price I paid, actually really happy with them. So yeah, let's see now how long they last, but yeah, that will be another time, I guess. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please remember to leave a like. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Walk a good path. Yano, goodbye.